Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host. You either love me or you hate me. I'm the Mad Montreal Man. And right off the bat, I'm going to say you're going to notice a few things different with this video than my usual videos. And just to catch you up to date on things, the computer I normally used to do my editing, which is an older computer that had movie software, well, it's died 3 times previously, and I was able to bring it back to life each time, sometimes losing some footage. Well, it went and died on me yet again. And in Chinese culture, the number 4 is synonymous with death. Well, this is the 4th time it's died, and I think it's dead for good this time. I can't bring it back, which also leads to me not having the video software I normally use. It also means that some of the footage I'd filmed earlier, for example, I'd filmed the White Knight Batmobile because I knew I wanted to get some nice shots of that outside. Well, that footage is now gone. So I'm looking at trying to retrieve the data off the old hard drive. You know, the computer's dead. So hopefully I'll get that footage back. But it won't be on this episode today. And you probably won't find a lot of the things that I normally do, like some of the fades and transitions of the text and so forth won't be there. I'm trying some different software out until I find one I actually like and that I can afford. So I'm using basically a sample software to get this video up and edited because I want to be consistent. I want you guys to have a video every Friday, no matter what. Mondays might not be there, but we'll try to get one on Monday as well. So please bear with the change in the video. Once I find a video software that I actually like, that I can afford, then of course I will buy that video software and have a consistency going forward. So I'm trying a different software, like a free sample of a software right now to see if I like it or not. And hopefully I can work it out enough so it's not too bad. But I will tell you, there probably won't be that many close-ups as before. But let's just get things started now that we've wasted some time. Well, I was going to do a DC-centered Batman episode with the Batmobile, but with that footage gone, I thought, well, I'll change them a bit, but I'm still going to keep one thing I promised. We are going to be looking at the Superman Centennial Park that came out, and there's only, 5,900 of these. Look at this. But I also figured I might as well, because this has been kicking around for a while, I figured I might as well get this one done too, and I can't remember where I put it down. Oh, there it is. Unscripted, unsupervised. My last He-Man that I purchased that I haven't opened up yet, so look at Beastman from the Revelation series. See, it's not just DC all the time. Don't judge. And I was out the other day looking at, a few things I need to pick up. I went to my GameStop. Nothing came in because nothing's coming in right now. But by fluke, I stopped at the Walmart near me to look for, something for my dog. And I just figured I'll walk over to the toy section. They never have anything. But oddly enough, they had restocked one toy. And I picked them up. And unlike the last time I bought the Street Fighter toys, they were not overly priced. They were priced at a normal price range. So I got, of course, M. Bison and, oh yeah, that's right, we got them. They were the only two they restocked, the only two that they actually had. I even asked the guy who was working there, he goes, yeah, we only got 2 of them in, and one, well, of course, we got Fei Long already, but they only got like 1 of each. I don't need Fei Long, I've already reviewed them, so I picked them up. So look at these guys. And that's going to be it. I'll keep the show a bit shorter, because mostly I don't have the editing software that I'm used to working with. But let's get the show started, of course, with promised at least one DC multiverse today, and it's not Batman. I know, I still have a whole bunch of stuff to review, but like I said, if I can get that footage back, I'll put that Batman footage in the next video, hopefully. Knock on wood. But let's get Dr. Scalpel out, get statue part soups out of the package, and we'll be back in a moment. I'm not sure how good the close-up is, but as you saw in the close-up, he comes with a very large base, only one peg, and I think the peg should have been put a bit more over to this side. So I know you're thinking it's a nice big base, I shouldn't complain, but I am complaining because the peg is off to the middle, and it'd been better off if it had been here, and 2 pegs would have been better. As you can see, it comes with the display with Superman in the Park. It's kind of like the the back of the packaging. It's sort of representing that. I actually prefer, let me put this down for a second. I actually prefer this side. It's simpler. It doesn't have the word Superman, and it looks more like an actual memorial. Let me show you. That looks like a nice memorial. Look at that. The nice big S, the Superman with the gold and so forth. Now, let me just put him down. Let me take him off the base for a second, because I want to show them to you. So there you have them. I mean, it's a reused body, repainted gold. And it's the second gold figure I have. I have the gold Wonder Woman from the Death Metal. Now, I will give McFarlane props on doing one thing right. The eagle. Unlike the last digital Superman that had the eagle that literally you couldn't put on him, this one came with a hand that you could pop out and pop in. Now, I did notice one thing. In the package, Superman comes with a fist hand. Okay? And it took a lot of coaxing, using my fingers to warm it up enough to pop it off, to pop in the eagle holding hand. It does look nice from afar. I myself probably won't have the eagle holding hand. I'll probably switch back to the fist and use this backdrop because it does look cool. As for the figure itself, well, it's a reused body, but somehow in this gold, it really looks good. It does. It really looks good. It's a nice looking figure. It's Superman. I mean, it's fully posable. It's not just like a statue, because it is fully posable, and I do like it. And I'm happy I picked it up. And if you're asking, I'm not sure I'm going to do the graphics for this, but I will try in editing. Okay, front of the shelf. It's one I recommend. I never really thought I'd be recommending these limited editions, especially gold ones, but this one actually looks really good. So I recommend him. And I don't have no problem with the base, except for the fact that it's one peg sort of off-centered. 2 pegs would be nice, but it is a nice improvement. Nice having a nice big base you can put them on. It does take up shelving space, because once you put this up on the shelf and you put him at front of the shelf, you're not going to have nothing behind him. But still, he is a front of the shelf action figure, and I'm happy I got him. I really do. Oh, and he does come with a card. And unlike previous limited editions, there's no special holder. It's just the card, and of course, it's numbered as usual. Ooh, I got an early one. This is pre-1000. Yay, good on that one. So let's move on. I will deal with them. Oh, and before you ask, yes, there was that new plastic smell when you opened up the package. But it wasn't that bad this time. I like the glow-in-the-dark ones. Okay, continuing with this new attempt at doing the show without the same software, let's get good old Beastman out of his package, and we'll see what I think of this version of Beastman. I've already reviewed a previous Beastman. I've done a couple of He-Mans before, and I will say again, I am not a He-Man fan. I didn't like the original toys. I didn't like the original toes. I didn't like the original toys. I was not a fan of Motu toys. The He-Man, that just literally wasn't a fan. Thought the cartoons were stupid. But when Revelations came out, I watched it because I had nothing better to watch. Yeah, I have no social life. Does it show? But I'd watch Revelation, and when it's not bad. When it's animated properly, it's actually not a bad cartoon. And when I saw the toys, I went, okay, they're 7 inches on average, which is nice. I like the 7-inch scale, or, the 1/12 scale, no, the 1/10 scale, whatever you want to call it. But I figured I picked up a few, just on a lark, a whim, and I actually landed up by buying a whole bunch of the Revelation toys, and I figured, you know what? Why not? Let's have a line, because one thing I did find with some of these, I can see custom potential, especially that Savage He-Man. You want a proper size Kazar? There you go. But let's quit wasting time. Let's get the simple Beastman out of its package. I will say that, like most He-Mans, he comes with extra hands, which is nice to have. Now, overall, what do I think of this guy? Well, he is poseable, very articulated. Well, you saw in the close-up, he's got a nice detailed face. There's not much accessory except a really good whip. The whip actually is flexible. I do like it. Now, what I mean by why I picked these guys up, because they are a good size, they are big, beefy guys. If you want to do your own customs, for example, of monsters, to fight against your DC Multiverse, or maybe even some Marvel Legends, I do say pick these guys up because there is a lot of customizing potential. The only thing you can't really do is get rid of the skirts, but you can do head swaps, you can do hand swaps, and you can add stuff to them. So if you see him, I'd say pick him up. He's not a bad figure to have. If you're a He-Man fan, well, you probably already have him. So that's it for the Beastman. Overall, I think in some ways he's easier to customize than the other one I have, which is the deluxe one, just because of the fact he's really bare bones already. But shall we move on? We shall. We got 2 figures left. Let's do Bison next. What do you say we get Dr. Scalpel out and take a look at Bison? And I will be comparing this Bison to the Bison I got years ago. Yeah, so let's get Dr. Scalpel. Dr. Scalpel's your friend. And get all the plastic stuff out. And I will give props again. The packaging, once again, does look like a video game. I like the packaging. Now, I don't want to talk about packaging, but it does make me think of the old games I used to play at the arcade. And for you really young people, an arcade was a place where you went to play video games. Not your home computer. You would go to a machine, put quarters in, and you would play the game against your friends sometimes. I know it seems like it's old and weird tech, but it's what we had. Let's get Bison out. Alright. Well, Bison does come with the larger shoulders, spare hands, a spare head, and a effect. But to make a fair comparison, I know my other Bison had a whole bunch of stuff too, but that's all put away somewhere else. But let's take a look at him again, shall we? You saw in the close-up, this Bison comes with a cape. And it is a wired cape. And it is probably one of the best thought out wired capes because it's actually a good material. It's nice and thick. It's the right length, so it's not overly dramatically big. And it's a good cape. I do like it. Now, for posability, he's fairly articulated. I mean, he's stiff. I haven't warmed him up yet, but I can see a lot of posability with him. Now, he is on the short side. These are not 7-inch figures I normally like. But I do like the texture. I mean, this is actually like a rubber material, which is nice because it doesn't impede the ab crunch. He's posable. The exchangeable hands. The accessories are basically larger shoulder plates. I like the head as a grumpy face. But let's compare him to the Bison I have in my old collection. Now, this Bison doesn't have a cape. You can see the size difference right off the bat. Now, this old Bison also, I remember, came with an extra head, a whole bunch of hands, and is massive. He's a big guy. However, he does have that U-shaped torso, which I do not like in action figures. Especially when you don't warm it up, it's stiff. I mean, this has been sitting on the shelf for so long, I'd have to warm them up to make them pose. One of the reasons why I don't like these kind of U-shapes, because they do stiffen up. Oh yeah, this is really, I mean, I would really have to warm him up to get an ab crunch with that. Same kind of material. Detail-wise, well, I like the paint on the old one better. I just think it's a better paint. I wish he had a cape. He doesn't. But when it comes to posability, well, just because of the fact that this has got the U-shaped torso, which is so stiff, this one doesn't, I will give posability to this guy. He's more posable than him. Because even if this stiffens up, there's still a bit of play there. This, I mean, I can imagine how much I'm going to have to heat this thing up to get him to be posed. It's the same with the arms. He is extremely stiff right now. I mean, the arms are stiff. It's part of the problem, I think, with some of these toys, is that when you leave them in a pose for so long, they do stiffen up. But overall, I'm not disappointed. I do find the face sculpt on him is a bit better, but like I said, a really good cape. Really good cape. But yeah. Man, I'm surprised how stiff that got. But then again, this is, when did this come out? I can't remember. This came out a while ago. I bought these because I was nostalgic for the game. The nice thing about the Bison, it also comes with instructions on how to put the bigger shoulder pads on, which I'll put back in the box. But let's get back to Dhalsim. Same kind of cool packaging. Let's get him out of the package and take a look. When it comes to accessories, unlike the older one, which I'll show you in a minute, he actually comes with some really cool accessories. He comes with the elongated legs and arms, spare hands, and a head. The old one didn't have that. I think it had spare hands and a spare head. Now, I forgot to mention before, they do have really nice bases in the back that you could use for display, which I give them credit for. As for the figure himself, well, as you can see, he is posable. I haven't tried switching the arms and legs out yet. I'll try that later. But here's a pretty well articulated figure. I do like some of the details. The rings are loose. The necklace is loose. It's a shame that that wasn't loose. The belt would have been nice. But overall, a good figure. However, compared to the old one, oh yeah, his earrings are there as well. Compared to the old one, okay, a much taller, skinnier Dhalsim, which is a lot more like the actual video game character, because he's still kind of beefy. I think it's the same basic body they did for Lei Fun, or Fei Lang, sorry. But you can see off the bat, human-sized skulls, comparatively, rings, loose bracelets, a thick rope that sticks out. So when it comes to accuracy and what the character looks like, oh, no question about it. The old guy wins, definitely. Comes to accessories, the new guy wins. So when it really comes down to which one I like better, well, the face sculpt on this is so much better than this one. So in some ways, he's the better action figure. If you're a Street Fighter fan, even though he doesn't have the elongated arms and legs that are bending, we all know what happens to bendies after a while. They don't last that long. But no, overall he's pretty good. So I'm happy I picked him up, because now I have it's like a kid version of this guy. And that's it. That's it for the show. I hope I can get this thing edited and up for you tonight. I also hope that I can get the footage off the old hard drive. I have looked into retrieving the information off the old hard drive. I contacted a couple of computer shops. They want over $200 to do it. I'm not that rich. I'm not that crazy, especially since my replacement computer that I'm working on basically cost me $200. So I'm not going to fix an old computer that's died 4 times, and I'm not going to spend $200 to retrieve data from a computer that's died 4 times. But I did look into it. There is a possibility with a SATA drive recovery that I might be able to get that information back. Hopefully I won't lose the footage. And hopefully by next week I'll find a software that I like and can afford. And we'll get back to doing a more normal type show for you guys. Even though I don't think I'll be able to do a lot of the effects. I know on this software that I'm trying today, there's not as many effects you can do, especially with the, like my text zooming in and zooming out. I'll make the best of it, and I hope you like it. And I still have a lot of stuff to do next week, too. We still have... there's still some stuff to review anyway. And one thing I picked up, which I kind of shocked myself when I picked it up, because I remember when I first saw this at GameStop, I remember the manager, Chris, was saying, hey, this came in, you might like it, it's good looking. And I was kind of like, yeah, but if I buy that, that's like going down a rabbit hole that doesn't end. And it's sold out. I was like, okay, whatever, it's sold out. Didn't feel bad about it selling out. And then they got another one in, and Casey, the assistant manager, my buddy Casey, was like, hey, you might want to buy this. And I'm like, dude, it's you start one, you buy one, you're gonna buy 2, then buy 3, next thing you know, you have this. He actually bought one, but I kind of was like, no, I'm not going to buy it, And when I went back last week, I'll stop by, and they had another one, and I was like, God, it does look good. It looks really good. And I bought it. Yes, I bought the digital Wonder Woman statue. Hopefully this is the only statue I ever buy, because it literally just sits on a shelf. Kind of like action figures, but action figures are going to be posed. But it is a really good looking statue. Great artwork on the back. If I get software I like, I will unbox Diana Prince, aka Wonder Woman, out of this package, and then I have to figure out where I'm going to put her. But yeah, it's a dangerous thing buying a statue. So I remember I had a friend back in Vancouver, Peter, was a friend of mine. He used to buy comic books. We used to talk about comic books. He started buying DC statues and Marvel statues. It got to the point he wasn't buying comic books anymore. All he was doing buying statues. Now, as statues go, it's well, if you buy it directly, it's affordable statue. Okay. If you buy it in the secondary markets, you're paying an arm and a leg, because I've seen prices for her already almost twice of what she's selling for. And compared to other statues, she's affordable. I mean, most statues I see, for example, when I go to other stores that sell statues of anime and so forth, they're normally in like $150 to $200 to $300 to $500 range. That's dangerous. Yeah, so hopefully this is the only one I ever buy. It was, how can I put it, a impulse buy. We'll leave it at that. And that's it for the show. I will ask you to hit like and subscribe. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. To the person who sent me the comment saying that they saw my video, that I post regularly, but I don't have an SEO. So what? And by the way, if you don't know what an SEO is, it's basically a search engine optimization tool. Or I like to refer to it, it's a bot machine. It's a service that you pay for every month that helps promote your videos so you get more people watching and liking your videos. Bots! And I'm not going to do that. I'm not spending money to pay to get my channel to grow. It's the same with my other channel, the channel that, the Mad Munch Allman channel, which I've had for 13 years. Mad Munch Allman, 13 years on YouTube. I started that channel as a project from my daughter. She had a school project, she needed a video, I started it. Then I continued that channel as a way of helping my friends comic book store. I would do comic book reviews, I'd do movie reviews, and put it on his Facebook page to promote his store. I did it for a friend. I never did it to become a YouTube influencer or make money on YouTube. It's the same thing for this channel here on the Peg. I did this channel because I had some friends saying they missed me doing videos because I took a break for a while. And I said, well, I don't buy comic books anymore. I'm not going to do comic books if I don't buy them. And I was thinking about doing retro comic book reviews where I looked at just a series. I'm like, well, that's limited. I wasn't going to do movie reviews because I'm not going to premieres like I used to. So I had to, not do movie premieres. So what can I do? And because of one friend, Shane, who sent me The Batman Who Laughs, which started this incredible collection. I still blame you for this obsession. It's a good blame, though. Thank you. I said, okay, well, I'll do toy reviews. So I looked at toy reviews and figured, okay, I'll do it without all the hoopla. Like I was talking to Miles at GameStop yesterday, saying that, the reason why I do this channel the way I do is because I don't like people showing the box and UPC codes. I don't care. I don't care for people who don't show their face. What do you have to hide? I mean, I know you're focusing on the action figure, but come on. Be relatable. And that's why I did. So as for, thank you for finding my channel. If you like it, just hit like and subscribe and tell your friends. That's why I say hit like if you like the video, subscribe if you're a regular watcher, and share the video with your friends. That's how this grows, because I do this channel for my friends and for people who like my way of doing things and my rants and my weirdness. I don't do this to make money. I don't want to have, bots liking my video, because the way those SEOs work, they optimize your channel and your videos, bots, to basically fool the YouTube algorithm into basically, oh look, we have to recommend this video to more people and more people and more people. No thanks. I know some people do that. They'll pay like $25 a month to get 1,000 likes a month to help grow their channel. I even had one person tell me they do that. They pay $25 a month. They get $1,000 a like a month, which basically pays for them having 1,000 likes a month on the SEO. It's kind of like, so you're basically paying $25 a month to get enough money to pay for getting $1,000 a month. No, thank you. If you like my videos, share them. That's pretty much it. And that's it. I am now going to be spending many hours, more than usual, to get this thing edited somehow and put up on this Friday night for you. So I will see you guys hopefully on Monday. If not, there will still be a show next Friday, no matter what, even if I just have to do a live feed, which would be a nightmare, but we'll see you guys next week. Until then, do your best to stay healthy. I'm not sure how the graphics are going to work with this system, but of course, if you have toys, it's a good way to stay happy. And even though you'd think I'd be super giving up right now, no work for 9 months, computer died again, I don't have the editing software. I keep saying it, fake it until you do it. Fake it until you can actually be it. But do your best. Stay positive. And we'll see you next week.